Hey guys, Ep35 here with episode number 35 of our Wolfsburg career mode. We're kicking this one off in the Bundesliga, taking on a simulated game against Freiburg. The score is 3-0, 1 goal for Zarracho, 2 goals for Osimhen as he continues his pursuit to become the top goal scorer of the Bundesliga. Before we get into the gameplay action against Inter Milan in this second leg, I know the title has ruined the result of this game. I apologise for that. But subscribe to the channel. Okay, you know how big this episode is. You know this is where we fell last season. We fell in the semi-final second leg in that horrific penalty shootout. And yeah, we want to redeem ourselves. We've got some new squad players in, and they have performed so well this season. One of them is Osimhen. Almost opens the scoring 6 minutes into the game. Not quite, and it took another 45 minutes for us to get another chance here. As Zielinski finds Schläger. Schläger's going to play it to Osimhen. Osimhen through to Zielinski. He's got absolutely no stamina. But I'll tell you what, he's got a nice little shot on him. Oh, that probably would have went in. I'm guaranteeing him now that would have went in. Zarracho's also got a nice shot on him, but Castells, why did we sell him? He's got a great save on him. Pichler, he's better. Pichler's better, don't worry. Just a couple of minutes into the second half though, Brozovic, he finds Lukaku, Lukaku finds Brozovic, and this is kind of a bit of a scare because Lautaro and Lukaku up top with Eriksen in behind. That's deadly. That is deadly. One of our former players though, in Perisic, is trying to create something here as Eriksen goes for a very similar shot to the one that Osimhen and Zarracho both took. Didn't quite work out though, similar to Osimhen and Zarracho's shots actually. And then an hour in, you can see the majority of these chances are actually coming from Inter Milan. They are very dominant in this game. And just hard to break down as Dalbert finds Eriksen, great strike at the near post. I think Eriksen's got a 5-star weak foot, so wouldn't matter what foot that was on. Thankfully for ourselves, it was on his weaker foot, I do believe. But Osimhen, looking to add to a goal. He does so. He makes it 1-0. A little bit of fancy footwork before he actually put that one into the back of the net. So, you know, he's got the skills to pay the bills. He's not just an out-and-out goal scorer, he's got the skills to pay the bills. But we're 1-0 up. That's a very crucial goal because that makes it 3-1 on aggregate with only a couple of minutes remaining. And what he does is he's so unselfish there in that situation. He lays it across to his, probably the best partnership between them two in terms of assisting each other. He makes it 2-0. Zarracho, he's been incredible this season as well. He has been absolutely incredible. Obviously, we signed him in January last season, and he was all right for the 6 months that we had him last season, but this season he has gone to another level. He has been absolutely incredible. As Pichler kicks the ball upfield, confirming our spot in the Europa League final, which I ruined by the title of this video, but I do apologise for that one. But we get back into Bundesliga action, and if we win here today against Augsburg, the title race will go down to the final day. As we do win, Osimhen with 2 penalty goals, and Bella with a goal in between that, and a nice goal that actually opened the scoring in Schläger. 3-1, 3 points, and this is going down to the final day where we take on Frankfurt. And this, if we win and Dortmund lose, Dortmund are playing Cologne away from home, we can actually lift the league title in this episode. So a win here is vital. A very strong squad though in Frankfurt. A 4-2-3-1, strong defence, strong midfield, and a strong attack. But I thought it was a final day. We may as well chuck a rotation player out there and rest some players for the Europa League final. One player we will never rest though is Osimhen. He loses the ball to Mukiele, but look at that. The determination. It flicks up off Mukiele over the foot of the goalkeeper who was trying to clear it, right back into his path. You know, he meant that. That wasn't an accident. He meant that. But half an hour in, Silva on the ball, dribbles past Ake quite easily actually if you ask me, and he plays it to Barella, a brilliant through ball but an even better save by Pichler to deny Silva of the chance of making it 1-1. And you can see again, we've been getting dominated quite a few times this season, and I feel like Ake has been the main culprit. He's getting out of position a lot of times. As you can see there, Ake should have been marking Kostic there. That is the left centre-back role that should have been there to block Kostic off. It's a great strike nonetheless, but Ake really should have been there. As a couple of minutes into the second half, Koopmeiners finds Buta. Buta out wide, he's going to look to skip past Wijnaldum, does so really nicely, whips it across, and Silva actually gets his head to that one. Thankfully for ourselves, he put it wide. Thankfully, he did not tuck it into the back of the net, make it 2-1, because obviously we still want to win this one. There's still the chance. But here we go. Jonathan David's come on at this point for Kraft. As Zaracho plays through Schläger. Schläger strikes it at the near post, and Schläger tucks it into the back of the net. Our young, I think he's young. I cannot remember which one's young, if it's Kim or Gerhardt, and I think it's Schläger who is the younger of the two. But he's come into the first team this season, and he's done really, really well, replacing Aarons from the previous year. But we're 2-1 up, and we've got a chance here to make it 3. Jonathan David, he's 1-on-1. He's got the better over Mukiele, and I don't know what he's done there. I don't know how he's hit that one so badly. But 5 minutes remaining in the game. Derm nicks the ball off of Zaracho and plays it to Roda. Roda goes down in the tackle, but actually helps out Barella, who has it, plays a little 1-2 with him, as Kostic finds Barella. Barella whips it across the back post, and once again it's Ake being caught out of position. This time on his fellow countryman, Bas Dost, who makes it 2-2 with 2 minutes remaining. As you can see by the final animations of this game, we did not win the league. We bottled it on the final day. We go again next year. As you can see, Dortmund beat Cologne 4-0. So, even if we had one, maybe we didn't bottle it, but we did bottle the game, definitely. The gap opened up between ourselves and Dortmund. As we go into the Europa League final, which will also be against Frankfurt. They beat Leicester in the semi-finals, so well done to them. But this is what we're playing for, the Europa League trophy. It's a beautiful looking trophy. But on their path, they beat Leicester, Monaco and Mönchengladbach. So they haven't had the easiest of paths. Similar to ourselves, we had a very tough path in Arsenal, Benfica and Inter Milan. But you can see the squad playing out there today. It is our full strength lineup with Gilavogi in at CDM instead of Martinez. He's the club captain. I wanted him to play today. I wanted him to lift the trophy if we did potentially win it. And this might be his final game. I might sell him on in the summer. So if we do win, he's leaving on a high. As he actually heads the ball to Jonathan David. And our first chance comes 5 minutes in as Osimhen. You would have bet your house on him scoring that one, but it's a great save by Wiederraud to deny us the chance of going 1-0 up very early on into this game. At just 11 minutes into the game, Barella. Chances are coming thick and fast as Chandler should have scored there. It was an open header, and Pichler makes a remarkable save to deny them the chance of going 1-0 up. And it's just back and forth stuff. It's like a basketball game. As from the goal kick, Zaracho waits his ball perfectly, through to Jonathan David, a little bit of fancy footwork to skip past the goalkeeper, sends him down, skips around him, tucks the ball into the open net. 15 minutes in, Jonathan David, the Canadian sensation, makes it 1-0 to Wolfsburg in what is going to be a very, very good game. As half an hour in, Lindelof plays the ball back to Pichler. That's the confidence he's got in his goalkeeper's playmaking abilities. He drilled the ball at him there, and it's a great first touch from Pichler. Little 1-2 between them, plays it through to Mbappe, Mbappe through to Zielinski. Zielinski's going to drive at the defence, lays it across to Osimhen. Great touch, great strike, but Wiederraud again denying him the chance of making it 2-0. As we go, literally 2 minutes later, Barella tackled by Ake, but he still has possession of the ball and he plays it to Buta. Buta through to Chandler, who almost scored earlier in this game. Back to Barella. Barella to Silva. Silva through to Kostic. Really poor. Two poor things there. The save from Pichler, absolutely diabolical. The ball was pretty much straight at him, but the marking by Mbappe was just as bad. As we go into halftime, it's 1-1. 2 goals have been scored. Two very similar goals. Balls in behind, as we almost have another goal by a ball in behind, but it's palmed away. Osimhen's going to pick up the rebound, dink it back across to Jonathan David. But Mukiele, eventually the ball is played away, and it's still 1-1. We're not really having proper chances. Most of them have been long shots or rebounds. But Jonathan David, he scored the opening goal. There's a man in the middle opening, Zaracho. He took a touch, and that touch is probably what helped him score. If he had hit that the first time, I think it would have either been blocked by the defender or saved by the goalkeeper. But because he took the touch, he juked out the defender, and he actually put it in the opposite corner of where the goalkeeper probably thought it was. Keeper probably thought he would have went to the right, and he actually went to the left. Caught him off guard. And we're now 2-1 up. We're back in front. And as the clock approaches the hour mark, we've got a chance here as Zaracho uses his pace incredibly against Vecino there. And he's got a man making a run in the middle in Osimhen. And it's a beautiful little bicycle kick from the Nigerian prince. Can I call him that? I don't know if I can call him that. But Osimhen scores a brilliant goal. he's not the prince, he's the fucking king this season. He's been incredible. He's got more goals than he has games in the Bundesliga. I don't know if about the Europa League, but the final whistle is blown. It's the Osimhen goal that confirms us the trophy. And just before the final whistle was blown, I told Gulavogi, you have this one, my friend. You deserve it. He's been the captain since we joined last season. Arnold's had the armband for a couple of games, and Barbu's had the armband for the majority of this season. But you can see the boys, they're loving it. And here he comes, the club captain. The French CDM helped us get into this one by scoring his header against Inter Milan, and he lifts the trophy above his head. Wolfsburg are the European champions for the second season. And, you know, we failed in the first season. We got to the semi-finals. It was a poor performance in the semi-finals, in that penalty shootout specifically. But what we did, we took that, we learned from it, we evolved, and now we've won the whole thing. Galatasaray, I don't even think we're in the knockout stages of this Europa League, so you can see how they've changed from us over the course of one season, and the boys are loving it. Some of the boys know they're going to get paid a bit extra from their bonuses in their contract, but some of these boys genuinely love this club, and they genuinely want to see the team succeed. You can see number 20 there. That is the young centre-back coming from the youth academy. He's going to get a Europa League winners medal. It's his first season at the club. But talking of the youth academy, we've got a couple of good players in there, especially in Benjamin Bauer. He's really good. Luis Miranda looks very good. And they're the main two that look super good. But as you can see, 43 appearances for Victor Osimhen puts him first. Schlegel has second in 42. Zielinski with 41, joint with Mbabu and Pisha. Lindelof on 40 and Zaracha on 38. As for goals, Osimhen on first with 38. Zaracha got 22. David with 14. Weghorst with 12. Barker with 8. Schlegel with 6. Zielinski with 5. Brocalo actually got 4. And Lindelof actually got 2. As for assists, it was Zaracha with 21. Osimhen with 12, joint with Jonathan David. Zielinski actually got 11 assists, which is really good to see. And in 41 appearances, Pisha got 18 clean sheets. And as you can see, the league table to end off the episode, 88 points, 28 wins, 4 draws and 2 losses, 83 goals scored, 23 conceded. Really good season from ourselves. Next season we're going to look to improve and actually try and win the league. We're going to be in the Champions League as well, so we'll look to compete with that. We've also got the signing of Leroy Sané to come and join the boys, so looking forward to that one. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.